Hey guys, so today's episode of Spooky University is going to talk about how to pull an all-nighter. Now, if you just started this video, you'll see that I put a disclaimer right in the beginning because all-nighters are not for everyone. They're not healthy and they're not something you should do frequently. The younger you are, the easier you can get away with it, the quicker your body will bounce back. For someone like me, I'm almost 25. For me, pulling an all-nighter is really hard. It involves copious amounts of coffee, a lot of music, feeling really horrible the next day and having my entire sleep schedule thrown off all week. So it's not really pleasant, but it can be done. The first thing I would recommend is a lot of caffeine. See, normally large amounts of caffeine are really not good for you. So like I said, that's why you don't want to make this a regular habit. But yeah, caffeine of your choice, whether it's a highly caffeinated soda like Mountain Dew, or a lot of the more citrus-based sodas have a higher caffeine count. Coca-Cola and Pepsi work too, but I would suggest sticking with something like one of the many Mountain Dew flavors or Mellow Yellow, something of that variety. If your preferred poison is energy drinks, those are also good because not only do they have a lot of caffeine, they also have other vitamins and minerals that can help replenish your body because you're not sleeping. So that can be really handy to have. However, they're also a bit on the expensive side. So going through 5 or 6 energy drinks in a night, which is also not recommended, mind you, can be expensive. And when you're a university student on a budget, I don't know about you, but I can't swing $10 for energy drinks for an all-nighter. It's just not going to happen. If you're like me, and you're of the classier persuasion, I'm kidding, I really am. I prefer coffee because coffee, especially if you use one of the lighter roasts, has a really high caffeine count, and you can dilute it with sugar, with honey, and that will also help give you an extra boost of wakefulness. You can add milk. You can add all variety of different creamers, so you can keep yourself going with a pretty good variety of flavors if you choose to go the coffee route. I wouldn't recommend drinking more than 5 or 6 cups of coffee during your all-nighter, and don't drink it all at once. Make sure you space it out. The same goes for energy drinks or soda. Maybe drink one every hour, every 2 hours at most. You don't want to consume it right away because you're going to be on a super high, and then halfway through your English paper you're going to crash, and it's not going to be good. My next point. Don't plug through every single assignment one after another non-stop. You will burn yourself out. If you're like me and you have a math assignment, you have an English paper that's due this week, you have homework for a foreign language you're taking, you have science questions from your book you have to answer and write out. You know, you have a lot of variety of stuff. Make a list of what you need to have done, and then organize it in a way so that the easiest assignment is last, because by the end of the night you're not going to want to sit and you know, calculate and plug out like calculus. So save your easiest assignment for last. Put your hardest either somewhere near the beginning or in the middle, and your least favorite, which is not necessarily the hardest, but the least favorite class you have, put that somewhere in the beginning too, so you get that done and out of the way. But like I said, don't just plug through one assignment right after another, because you will burn out. Since you're going to be up all night anyway, probably, all that caffeine is going to help with that, just by the way. When you stop to have another cup of coffee, or you're going to have another energy drink, drink another soda, take a break from your homework from whatever assignment you're working on, spend like half an hour on Facebook, watch a couple of YouTube videos, turn the TV on, listen to music, go out to the kitchen or to your dorm lounge or to the vending machine and get yourself something to snack on. You're going to want to make sure you eat in between this too. So make sure you take breaks, 20-minute to half-hour breaks. I wouldn't go longer than that, or you're going to find yourself very unmotivated to go back to work. Okay, point number 3. After you survive your all-nighter and you get through the next day of classes, if you had any social events planned for the next night, cancel them, because you are going to want to sleep. You are going to want to make sure that you stay well hydrated during the day and that you eat well. If you take multivitamins, that's also a good idea to help your body replenish. And then you're going to want to get at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep. So if you were going to go out and party with your friends because you stayed up all night studying for that test and you think you aced it even though you had no sleep, no, don't do it. Just don't do it. Plan it for the night after that. But the night after your all-nighter, you're going to want to sleep, you're going to want to replenish your body, you're going to want to get healthy again. Trust me, it's not fun if you don't. It's not fun if you keep just rolling with this no sleep thing. I mean, eventually you're going to stop feeling tired. You're going to stop feeling it. You're going to get your second wind somewhere in the afternoon or the middle of the second day. You're going to be like, I'm not tired. I can stay awake. Yeah, I can go out and party tonight. And then you're going to get back to your bed and you won't be able to fall asleep. I guarantee it. And then you're going to sleep through all your classes and all this hard work you put into your all-nighter, getting stuff caught up and done. You just undid it all. Just saying. Just saying. So, make sure you get a good night's sleep after your all-nighter and eat well, drink lots of water, stay hydrated, and that's how you can survive it. Like I said, all-nighters aren't fun. They're not something you want to do often. Only in the most dire and desperate of situations do you want to pull a legit all-nighter. If you're over 25 and you're used to staying on a schedule, forget it, because it's not going to happen. I probably won't be pulling any more all-nighters ever again. So, yeah, maybe my next video will be about budgeting your time wisely so you don't have to pull this kind of crap, okay? Anyway, so those were my tips for surviving an all-nighter. If you have any of your own, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And let me know if you end up using any of my tips, what caffeinated beverage you prefer to use to stay awake, what you normally eat in between, how you spend your time. A lot of students, especially high school students, I don't really think find all-nighters to be necessary, but university work can be kind of overwhelming, especially when you start getting close to your final exams. So, hey, we're all here in the same boat together. We're all trying to get an education and better ourselves, and sometimes it's harder, than other times, and we all need a little bit of help. So if you have any advice for any of my viewers, or you yourself have comments or questions to make, feel free to leave them in the box below. I hope you enjoyed my video, and stay tuned for next week's.